Hey parents, this is Pastor Paul here with a quick tip for Parent Power, and hopefully I have a few more videos available for you in weeks to come on technology and how to use some things, or maybe what you need to know about technology or help your kids with social media and things like that. One thing I want to talk about is music. The new iOS 7, you may have seen that come out. If you have an iPhone, you definitely know it's come out. And maybe you've updated, maybe you haven't. Maybe you like the old stuff better, I don't know. But let me start here. Something else that's been updated within the iTunes is how iTunes works as far as how you navigate around things like that. And one thing that you have is radio. And on the radio, if you click up here to Radio tab, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know how you guys listen to music, whether you listen to it on iTunes or through your phone, or I know your kids are definitely listening to it through their phones if they have one. And so this is one way you can kind of navigate a little bit and to kind of find out what they're listening to maybe. But obviously under radio, they have the ability to scan through and find all kinds of different playlists. Now, obviously, all these playlists are not good. Some of the content, example, if you go into hip hop, I can almost guarantee there's going to be some content there that you're not going to want your kids to listen to. But yeah, country, all these things here. And so one of the things you can do, though, is if you don't see a playlist that you want your kids to have, I mean, if you don't want them to, if you want to create a new playlist for them or something that's available on your iPhone or on your computer, you can do My Stations, which is right here, and you can click the button, and then you can enter an artist, genre, or song. So if you say, let's say you want to do Casting Crowns, let's say, you can do Casting Crowns Radio. You click that, and then that is Casting Crowns Radio, and it will play either the hits, it will play variety, or do discovery, which may play some songs you may not know about. Okay, so as you can hear, it's playing right now, and so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and stop that right here. Okay, so that is your Casting Crowns Radio. You can actually have just nothing but Casting Crowns if that's what you want. Of course, you can go in and let's kind of get out of that there and go to My Station. So as you can see here on this computer here, I just did Casting Crowns. I have Christian pop. You can just play that, and it'll play all kinds of various things. There's Matthew West that just came up, and it just continues to pick songs from all different things. And then you have obviously praise and worship if you want. If that's all you want is praise and worship playing, you can do that. And then if you really want to get funky, you can play some Toby Mac, which is all kinds of, it's part hip-hop, Christian hip-hop, part pop, part Toby Mac, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you want to go back to My Stations there, you can find, there's obviously, you can go to Christian, and if you want something in particular, you can go Christian alternate rock, you can go Christian hip-hop, you can go Christian Latin, Christian metal, Christian pop, Christian R&B, praise and worship, and Southern gospel for all you Southern gospel fans. And so you can create your own playlist on your computer. And another feature I want to be able to show you, if I can, if you didn't know this, but you have parental controls on your iTunes. If you go to iTunes and go to Preferences up there, you can actually go to parental controls there. It usually starts here. And then you go to parental controls, and you can disable podcasts. You can disable internet radio. If you don't want your kids getting into internet radio, well, then you can disable it. They may or may not know how to get back into it. You can disable the store if you don't want them buying stuff, especially on your credit card, that you have accessed in there. You can allow access to iTunes U, which is all about learning stations and things like that if they want to get into that stuff. Obviously, you can restrict right here, if you see right here, music with explicit content. So when you restrict explicit content, you will not be able to preview, purchase, or subscribe to content on the iTunes Store, which is marked as explicit by those who provide it to iTunes. You can restrict movies. If your kids are watching or downloading movies, you can restrict that to PG, or you can do it to G. TV shows, apps, especially too, if as an example, if you don't want kids getting into apps, which are really, can be a problem, maybe like Snapchat or other things like that, books with explicit content, you can do all this in your iTunes on your computer so your kids do not get into that stuff. So anyway, that is a brief tutorial today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, you can leave some comments down in the comment section there. And it'll be good. So, hey, have a great day, and we'll talk to you at the next Parent Power.